What's up people, MetsuLDN here. I'm just going to give you a quick walkthrough of Kazuya. Nothing too advanced, pretty basic intermediate stuff, but it's just to give you a upper hand when you're in match play, a few hints and tips. So we'll get started. First of all, I'll show you his anti-airs. So Kaz has two anti-airs. He's got his crouching hard punch, which is his main. If you hit it early enough, it will hit clean. If you're a bit late on it, it will trade. Secondly, you've got his standing medium kick. If the enemy's jump is quite angled, it will more than likely hit because it kind of toe punts out. But again, if it's late, it will trade. Both of them though don't work on close jumps. The enemy will end up jumping straight over you, so they're not as good as Shoryukens. Secondly, we're going to Kazuya's main game, which is his mix-up. He's got a couple mix-ups here. His first one is his light punch, medium kick, light kick, which is that. Now if the enemy starts, as you can see, the third hit is a low, and then the last hit is a side kick. If they don't block that, it's an anti-crouch. So if they continue blocking low after the third hit, that last one's going to hit them. But if they start blocking it all, as you'll be able to see in a second, if they start blocking it, you can actually mix the last hit into a low as well. So instead of doing light punch, medium kick, light kick, you can end it with a down hard kick, like that. So if they get back up to block the anti-crouch, they're going to get hit by the sweep. So then you can mix it up. Off this combo, you can actually combo into launcher. So after the medium kick, you can just hit standing hard punch and then launch. Just like that. Or you can take it into an EX of Kaz's. So for example, what I would do is that. You can go straight into his quarter circle back light punch bounce move, or whatever the hell it's called. And you can go into pretty much anything, any EX version. You can't go into the normals though, it'll probably end up launching. His second kind of mix up is his light kick, light punch, medium kick, which is that. Now after the last hit, you can actually go straight into misstep, which will then change it into a low, and then obviously his punch is an anti-crouch, or you can keep them both low. So again, that's a lot of mix-ups there. As for punishing combos of Kazuya, if you want to see them, his basic Punisher combo with no EX meter is going to just be, so you've got jumping hard kick, crouching medium kick, quarter circle back light punch, and then crouching hard punch and quarter circle forward hard punch. So instead of that last punch, I think to get a little bit more damage, you can actually do his rising uppercut instead, which is a little bit harder to execute, but it will connect with the kick as well. So it just depends what you feel more comfortable with. As for punishers with an EX in them, it follows the same process, but instead of finishing there, you can actually stick an EX in, so, and then finish up as usual. That alone does 454 damage. So if you was to connect that all and finish it with a super, which I messed up there, that's 582 damage. So if you want to blow all your bars and finish someone off, then that's always a good way. A couple finishing tips and tricks. A lot of people will expect you to go in for a jumping hard as you jump in. So a little trick might be to actually not input that and go straight for a crouching medium. They'll be blocking high, waiting for the jump in hard, but all that will greet him is a low. And what I'm going to show you now is probably one of his most useful moves on wake up, and it's his back hard kick. This is an anti-crouch and it has quite a bit of range, so when the opponent's getting up, as you can see, he's crouch blocking and he's hitting him. When someone's rolling about or getting straight up and not spamming, you can actually just hit him with it. If you hit him with this a couple times, chances are, if they see you walking towards them, they're gonna so if it was Ryu, for example, if you hit them down with it a couple times, chances are when they get up they're going to go for a Shoryuken. So if I hit them down, chances are when I get back up they're going to get straight back up, and then obviously you can just dummy a Shoryuken out of them, and then obviously you can just follow. So the back hard kick is really good for playing a wake up game. If they wake up crouch blocking, or they're just crouch blocking, turtling, then it will hit them out of it. The good old Maximilian Sparta kick. If you do it a couple times, chances are, if they see you moving around, you can bait out a Shoryuken or a cannon spike and so on. You've also got his forward light kick and his forward medium kick for overheads on wake up. And along with the other combos that I showed earlier, and also back light kick, light punch, medium kick, and either finish off with light punch, light kick, or light kick. So that's a light punch finish, which is an anti-crouch, and that's a light kick finish, which is a low. Another really useful mix-up. With all of them combined, you can really play some mind games with Kaz and mix up your opponent. Hopefully get a couple launchers, couple combos off that. Really quickly, cool thing with Kaz is he can actually repel projectiles. So you can actually go through them with his quarter circle forward punch, but it's not actually his punching hand that deflects them. If you look, it's his other hand that parries them. So don't try and hit it with the actual punch. Try and time it with his other hand. And obviously if it's an EX, you're gonna have to go through it with an EX or it will hit you. And lastly, I don't know, not a lot of people know this, but if you actually power it up till you get the lightning flash and then double dash out of it, just like focusing, his next quarter circle forward punch will crumble the opponent, and from there you can carry on attacking. But that's about it, like I said, for part one. If there's any more advanced stuff to go through, I'll cover it in a second tutorial. If you've got any questions or anything you want to see about Kaz, just let us know. But for now, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed, and that's us out. Peace!